Pickles! Change it back to lo-fi. And hope that's good. Oops. Kelly, hi! Thank you. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. I have no idea what to do for her hair, to be honest. I think I kind of want flowers. Thank you, Sarah. Also, tea update. It's incredible. It smells even better once it's steeped. And it tastes absolutely divine. So I don't know if I could waste it on a bath. Arrived to hear about tea. I got some new teas from one of my favorite websites for tea. It's called artoftea.com. I got an Earl Grey, and it's so good, you guys. I wish you could smell through a camera. It's incredible. Very jazzy. What the heck happened? I don't know how I feel about that one, so. This feels like elevator music. I just want like chill lo-fi, you know? Let's see. I love dessert teas. Yeah, me too. Scientists have actually succeeded in digitizing smell, so it could be possible soon. Is that a joke or are you serious? Because that'd be pretty cool. I can't imagine that would happen in our lifetime. Let's see. Let's try this playlist, maybe? I don't want, like, super jazzy. I don't want super elevator-y music. I just want chill music. Chill. I'm serious. Look it up. No joke. That's insane. I'm still not convinced we'd be able to enjoy that within our lifetime. That seems so far away. I think I just want to have fun with the hair in this one, to be honest. Thank you! I think I'll also add some white there. I might add a strand here, but that might also be too disruptive. So I might not keep it. I haven't drawn it all yet today, so this is kind of like acting as a warm-up, which means there's going to be some weird things. Let's see. How dare you not have drawn yet today? I've been too busy being excited about my tea. Do you prefer drawing with red? I do, actually. It feels softer and it's just as easy to erase. And it's nice if you do multiple layers. Thank you! I wasn't sure how I was feeling about the eyes, honestly, at first, but I think they've grown on me. I don't think I'll be able to drink this pot of tea fast enough before it cools off too much. I don't like cold tea. Like, I like iced tea. I like tea that's meant to be cold, but I don't like room temp tea if it's supposed to be hot tea. Okay, that looks weird. I don't know what's going on over here. Let's see. Thank you, Corinna. Thank you so much for the rose. How do you just come up with characters? I just like to look at, if I'm feeling like uninspired, usually I'll just do something like this where it's like a super easy, like just face situation, like not worrying about hands or a body. And then also looking at like my favorite art online or Pinterest or somewhere where I have like inspiring pictures saved. And then usually that helps kind of spark something. And also I've been feeling very much in like a spring mood lately, even though it's January. I kind of want to get this hair over her shoulder, but I'm not liking the way that's starting. Thank you for the finger heart too. You can digitize smell by listing the compounds and how much of each compound essentially. I fear I am not at the level to understand. Oh yeah, the paper is called Strathmore brand tan toned paper. If you want to take a screenshot, this is the exact sketchbook that I use. I've been using this since like 2010, probably, for a long time. I love this paper. I use it for pencils, colored pencils, marker. It's not necessarily meant to be marker paper, but I use it for my markers. It has always been a favorite. Okay, drawing the flowers is probably going to be annoying. This is going to be a slow drawing. Let's see. Hi, Jessica! Kaylee, you are not crazy late. Thank you, Sophia. How do you draw your faces? Emma, I actually have a tutorial up finally. I've been waiting for years to be able to say this, but I have a YouTube and I have been working on a character drawing series, and I have a video on exactly how I draw everything that has to do with the face. So the series is like from start to finish how I draw my characters. So I have everything from like the face to the hands and stuff. So if you're interested, that is on YouTube. But maybe I can get some more smaller tidbits on TikTok. I do have some tutorials on my TikTok, but that one's just a much more in-depth tutorial on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna stop the drawing like there. Okay, what kind of flowers should I do? I'm thinking I always do peonies because they're nice and fluffy, so I might do peonies. Maybe a mix of peonies and something else. But I just like how fluffy they are. Is she a mermaid? I'm drawing a mermaid with a flower crown right now too. No, but she could be a mermaid. I feel like she has to be now. What size, Kaylee? It's the 5... Sorry, I'm behind on the chat. 5.5 inch by 8.5 inch paper. What else have I missed? Roses, Emma. What type of sketchbook? The Strathmore brand tan toned paper. Roses, Kaylee. Okay. I could do roses, but let's see. I feel like, let me look up some reference for roses. Roses would be fun since it's like getting near Valentine's Day, I guess. I almost just dipped my pencil into my tea thinking it was the sharpener. Oh no! I also, let's see. Sorry if that was loud. Here we go. Also, I just have to show you guys how cute this teacup is with the tea. Thought you might enjoy that. Hydrangeas are my favorite, but they're hard to draw. Yeah, hydrangeas are gorgeous, but I hate drawing them because it's like a million little flowers in one. But they're such interesting plants, hydrangeas. Peonies and lilac. Ooh. That's a good combo. I love lilac, but lilac is kind of the same thing as with, peonies, where it's like just a cluster of smaller flowers. Those types of flowers I usually hate drawing, but I need to draw them more because I love them. Lilacs are some of my favorite, though. I think, even though you said roses, I might kind of go for like a hybrid. Something that looks kind of like roses / also peonies. Just because, again, I love how fluffy peonies are. They just look so soft and edible. I know that you're not supposed to eat them, but they look like you should eat them. Peonies aren't even like my favorite flower. I don't really know why I love drawing them as much as I do. Okay, also I think it needs to curve more because this is supposed to be kind of not totally flat on her head, but I'm gonna draw like a rough peony like that, maybe. I'm imagining there's another one back there. Just felt like drawing a mermaid. Oh, your comment disappeared. I caught up maybe a bit early. It's never too early to be drawing mermaids. I'm behind. Okay, let's see. This is so random, but I just feel like I have to share my dream with some of you guys, especially since you're here, Sarah, because I feel like you always have the crazy dreams. I had a dream that I went on, like, a hike with my dad, but it was, like, not an area that's, like, that you're allowed to be hiking in. It was, like, kind of a secret hike for some reason, and we, like, the final destination seemed to be a Target for some reason. Like, we were hiking through this abandoned building, and we were, like, trying to avoid being caught, and I guess we were doing it to get to a party that was being thrown at a Target. It was very strange. And it was like an operating Target too, like it was in business, but they were like, they moved all of the inventory and stuff and hosted a party like in the building. It was very weird. Just felt that I had to share that with you guys. Okay, this one is not, that petal's not really working for me. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube. Sorry, I'm so behind on chat. Thank you, guys. Cherry blossoms would look cute. Ooh, maybe we should just do a series of flower sketches today. I think that'd be kind of nice, and it would probably be nice, like a nice, refreshing spring thing, even though it's the dead of winter. I think that's what I'll do today, because I wasn't really sure what I was going to draw today, but that sounds really nice. So we'll do peonies for this one, roses for the next, and then maybe some lilacs, and then we'll have to think of some other flowers as well. One time when I painted, I had both my drink and the paint cup near each other. No. Every artist, like, I feel like it happens so often you'd think that every artist would be, like, aware of that and be like, you know, I should probably have these, like, totally separate, but it still happens just constantly. I'm glad that I'm not much of a painter because that would be a constant occurrence. Ooh, dahlias. Wait, Nick, which flower? Oh, want to learn how to draw flowers. Maybe that could be a video. I'm trying to keep a list of, I don't know where my actual list went. List of videos that I want to make, like tutorials for my YouTube. Because once I finish the character drawing series, I'm not going to know what to go for next. But maybe I could do like a how I draw flowers tutorial. Okay, my favorite part about doing flower crowns, though, I feel like, is adding the leaves. And I wasn't planning on coloring this. I still don't think I'm gonna color it. But it's really tempting, that's for sure. Add maybe a leaf that way, maybe a leaf over here, leaf over here. She's very close to this edge of the paper, which bothers me. Let's see. I had a dream that I was in school and there were two popular boys who were in the school who had to pick a girl that caught their eye, and they would make it into like an assembly, and one of them liked me. That sounds terrifying, actually. Oh, Sarah, that's such a good idea, actually. The botanical gardens that we went to, we took so many pictures, I could use those as reference. And I'm wanting to plant a lot of flowers in the garden for spring. I need to pick them out, though. So far, all I know is that I want to plant calendula, man, I had like 3 that I had picked out. I can't remember the names of them, though. But if anybody has any good flowers, like spring flowers, I'm thinking I want to do tulips. We live in zone 9, so I know that there are some that you should start planting now. I think I'm going to keep that hair. Ooh, chrysanthemums are beautiful. Oh, my love.
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Okay. Just wanted to see how you are.
Do you want to taste this tea?
Sure.
It's so good. It's not hot at all. It's just warm.
Thanks.
It is divine. I added no milk, no sugar. It's just perfect. It's pretty good.
It's yummy.
Pretty good.
Not my fave.
That's okay.
Just because, I'm not a huge tea guy, but...
Oh yeah, I didn't expect you to be over the moon about it. I just wanted you to experience it.
Hello, guys. Hello. Okay. I just came to say hello.
Okie dokie. I love you.
Goodbye, I love you.
Not even a kiss on the head? That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I love you.
No.
Okay, I gotta figure out what's going on over here, because that's bugging me. I think I'm gonna add a flower, not a flower, a leaf right there. Hi, Justin. Hot leaf juice. It's the best hot leaf juice, though. Ooh, earrings. Ooh, crocuses. Yeah, actually. Those are the... I'm trying to think if I'm thinking of the right flower. Now I have to look up all this reference for flowers. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of look like tulips before they open fully. Okay, I gotta start making my list of flowers that I want to get. I think we're gonna plant some of our garden pretty soon, just because the weather's kind of permitting it, which is both concerning but also nice. think I'm gonna plant the carrots. Supposedly you can plant some like lettuce types this early too. And I was really sad last year because I had a lot of spinach and lettuce that did wonderfully, but I didn't actually get to have them because I was in Europe at the time when they like hit their like perfect timing to harvest. So I'm determined this year to be able to try my lettuce. This has just turned into a gardening live. Hello! Green or blue eyes? I feel like she would have... Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like it would depend on the hair color that I would go with, which would probably be like a pink or an unnatural color. But I don't plan on coloring this one. But I feel like I envision her with blue eyes. I don't draw blue-eyed characters all that often. I feel like it's usually green or brown. Okay, so now's the fun part where we kind of just get to go and thicken some lines and stuff. Blue eyes would be awesome. She'd look so good with ginger hair. I'm such a sucker for red hair, honestly. I feel like that's the type of hair that I draw the most is redheads. Blonde, I feel like, is difficult for me. Because blonde can be, like, so many different types of hues and stuff, you know? Like, you have to get kind of the right taupe color most of the time. And it's difficult. How many sketchbooks do you have that are completed? I actually have a lot. I would show you, but they're all buried currently. But most of them are this type of sketchbook and have a lot of the pages ripped out because I usually rip out the drawings and either like finish them or sell them. But like sketchbooks like the one that I have, because like some sketchbooks like the spiral bound I feel like are easy to rip the drawings out and like do something with them, but then you have like a sketchbook like this that's like actually woven and meant to like stay together. These ones I don't have a lot of completed ones. I'm kind of just like a sketchbook hoarder, and then I don't actually fill out the sketchbooks because I'm like too afraid to use them and ruin them, even though that makes no sense. But I feel like a lot of artists can probably relate to that. Sorry, this part might be a little boring to watch just because it's going over the same lines again and again. But it helps define things. I don't know what's going on over here. Yes, it is the Bailey J book. I love it so much, and I'm so sad because I'm almost done. I only have like... I have like this many pages left in it, and I'm so sad because I love it. Hello, I do indeed relate to that. I also have a hard time doing larger scale works. Ooh, same. Moss, thank you so much for the heart me. It's satisfying. It really is. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Sarah, for joining. I hope you have a good day at work. Thank you for the gift. What is it? Team bracelet. That's so cute. Thank you. Yeah, Bailey J, I've been following since she was, I don't know if you know of her Zed Kitty Zed days. I've been following her since she, like, started on YouTube before she started, like, the going by Bailey J. I love her so much. She's, like, the one, I feel like, YouTuber that I've kept up with over the years. Most of the others I've kind of dropped off on. Not that I, like, don't like them, just that, like, for some reason, she's the one that I've stuck with. Yeah, and all the stuff that she has in her shop is so cute. But I definitely need to order another sketchbook because I love it. Thank you for the rose. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay, so you've been following her for a long time too. Because God, that was like in the early days of YouTube too. I am not drawing anyone in particular. I'm just kind of drawing... Wait, she has blogs? Or do you mean vlogs? Just drawing like a pretty character to kind of warm up for the day. Do you color in with markers or pencils? I usually do marker. Pencils are too much of a time-consuming thing. I'm too impatient for pencils. Do you color? Oh, I'm not a fan of Bailey since the whole art block stuff, but I do enjoy art block stuff. What is the art block stuff? Thank you for answering that, Kaylee, for me. Yeah, I announced it on Discord, but not on TikTok. I should have. Yeah, I had a friend come over that I hadn't seen in a while and didn't want to rush her out the door, so opted to opt out of the live yesterday and then go live today. Also, I think I'm going to do a live just about every day for the first 2 weeks of February for the Valentine's Girl stuff. Yeah, I think I want to, like, every weekday at least. I'd like to go live weekends too, but I can't promise it. But to work on the Valentine's art, I think that'd be fun. I gotta thicken up some of the outside lines. And then I also gotta do the flowers now. They're so light. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen the pencil. Ooh, I have not read those books, but I've had those recommended to me so many times. Do you actually say Akotar or Akatar, or are you supposed to say every letter? Because that's the only way I see people refer to those books too, which is funny. It's called A Court of Thorns and Roses, right? Okay, just gotta pick a flower and start going with it. Is there a reason you draw in red pencil instead of lead? Thank you so much for the roses, by the way. Akotar, okay. Sorry if I sounded like an idiot. I prefer sketching in red, I don't know, it's just something that, like a personal preference. I used to do a lot of layering on one drawing. When I did traditional sketches like this, I would sketch the drawing and then I would go over it in regular pencil lead. And sketching the first layer in red made it a lot easier to kind of see what's going on with it if you do the multiple layers. But for some people, it's also just personal preference. And at this point, that's kind of what it is for me. I just think it looks softer. What type of sharpener do you have? It is this bad boy. Whoop. Justin got it for me, I think from Amazon, and it's very full. So Akotar? That's how I say it. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Yeah, I've definitely had those books recommended to me a number of times. I have a hard time with series. It's just, I feel like a huge commitment to me, because I go through reading blocks constantly. I just picked up reading again, and it's been like a year. And I'm reading House of Leaves, which is obviously a big read, but I've been like reading House of Leaves for a couple years now. Justin got it for me, I think for my birthday 1 year, and I started it and then got in a huge reading block and couldn't read anything for the life of me. So I'm finally giving that a try again, but series I just kind of tend to stay away from. But I know that I need to get into some of them because some of them are always very highly reviewed and recommended. I might color in the flowers slightly, not with a marker, just with the pencil. Because at this point it usually gets pretty distracting to look at the drawing because it's all like the same, it looks like. So I'll probably color some of them in. I haven't been drawing for a while, like maybe a week or two. I have no motivation. I feel that. Sometimes your body does just need a break, you know? I'm sure you'll get back into it. It just sucks when you're in it. I do the same thing. I only just read The Hunger Games. Oh, I only just read The Hunger Games 2 years ago. Luckily for me, The Hunger Games I got into like back in high school when they were first coming out. So I got to read like series like that back when I had all the time in the world and I could read whenever and never had a problem. Will say, was not a fan of Divergent series. That, no, not for me. Hunger Games loved, but yeah, Hunger Games is a good one. How many are in the A Court of Thorns and Roses? I'm just gonna call it that. How many books are in that? Is it 3 or is there more? So I feel like 3 is a good series number, but you know. When you're deciding what to draw, don't envision the completed work in your head or go step by oh, don't envision the completed work in your head step by step. Oh, do I? It depends on what I'm drawing, and it depends on if I have a vision. Like for this one, I did not have a completed vision in mind. I kind of just let the pencil go, and like depends on if I draw hair a certain way, then I'm like, oh, that gives me a good idea for doing this, or like it's kind of most of the time just kind of a step-by-step situation. But if I'm drawing like a specific character, or if I'm doing a digital piece and I have like a really rough sketch as a first layer, usually I have a completed piece in my head. Oh, I still have one more to do. Oh, what did I miss? Yeah, especially when you started a drawing. Wait, what, Kaylee? I haven't read the Divergent series. You're not missing much. Not that it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I just think it wasn't for me. Like, I wasn't a fan of the way that they ended it, I think. Twilight was popular in middle school. Oh, yeah. I was in high school when that was, like, really big, and my friend is a very, very big Twilight person. I only just watched the movies, like, all the way through for the first time a year or two ago. We did, like, a whole Twilight marathon, and I am not ashamed to admit that I love them. They are awful, and I love them. It's such a fun, wild ride. Justin also loves them. Like a good movie night sometimes to watch them. Wait, did I? Okay. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Whether you read mine or not, I gotta send you the books. Oh, girl, I plan on reading yours. Just the snippets that I've got, I've really enjoyed. I've been wanting to get more into a lot of fantasy and stuff too, because it's been a while since I've been much of a fantasy reader. And I feel like part of that reason is because I've been too scared to commit to series, and I need to change that. 5, I believe. Oh, that's a big commitment. Thank you, Mochi. Oh, wait. Let me scroll up. What have I missed? There's 3 in the main story, a novella, and another for a separate character. Oh, so there's 3, like, that are the main story itself, and then it's kind of like offshoots almost. That makes it seem a little less intimidating, I'll be honest. How do you sketch so pretty? Thank you, Gabby. I appreciate that. I have some tutorials now on my YouTube and stuff. I also have a tutorial on like doing this, the part that I'm doing right now, which is kind of like thickening up some of the lines like this. I actually did a TikTok on that not too long ago. It's mostly for line art that I do it, but since I'm not planning on coloring this one, that's why I'm doing it to the sketch. But I feel like it really adds a lot to a sketch, especially if you're not planning to color it. Just line variation, I feel like, adds a lot of visual interest. Oh no, this stray hair is going right over my 2 favorite spots to highlight. I'm still gonna highlight them though. I can't live without the inner corner and nose highlight. It's my favorite spot to highlight. Oh my gosh, all my favorite spots are blocked because I also like highlighting like the eyebrow. Bummer. I hated reading in school. I would always get picture books. Really? I mean, I don't blame you. But I think my love for reading started in school when they would make us read things. And I was like, you know what? This is actually really fun. I remember reading I Am Number 4 and Mortal Instruments back in the day. I don't think I've read those. Hope I wanted to thank you because one of your lives I made a friend and we've been talking. I'm so glad. See, this is why I love like lives like this on TikTok and like the places where a live you can like come across it on a For You page or something, because I feel like it opens a lot more like doors for community, if that makes any sense, as opposed to like living on like Instagram, for example. There's not a For You page that you can just accidentally stumble across a live. Like, it's so hard to even get your live seen on Instagram, which is why I never go live there. But it's just nice because you do meet people in the comments, and like it was funny when I was on Aaron Blaze's live the other day, and Jessica, was it you that I saw that we like saw each other and we did the Spider-Man thing? We're like, I just think it makes it so much more fun. Okay, I'm gonna color in the flowers, I think. Or should I color in the hair? Coloring the hair intimidates me more, so I think I'm gonna do the flowers. But ever so lightly. This is usually the part of the sketch that I ruin it at, because I don't like the way that I color with pencil, if that makes sense. Like if I'm doing a sketch and I'm doing like what I'm doing now, which is just a light bit of color, for some reason I'm not a fan of the way that I do it. And then obviously that kind of ruins the drawing for me. I think it's just never usually as like soft as I want it to be. Okay, are we doing rose after this? Because this is almost done. Surprised this one went so well so far. Trying to also do like a slight gradient to where it's darker towards the middle or like the inside of the flower. Oh no, my computer went to sleep. Wake up. That's the problem with Spotify, is that it's not like a YouTube video that's constantly playing. How are you able to like sketch with a colored pencil? The pencils that I'm using are called Prismacolor Color Erase. And they specifically come with an eraser end, and they actually erase pretty well, or at the very least the red erases very well. I do struggle with some of the other colors, but a lot of artists like to sketch in these colored pencils. They're very nice. I do recommend them. Oh, Letty, thank you for the water reminder. Hydrate before you dihydrate. I do draw flower ladies. I would love to see them. Thank you, by the way. I thought like you can't erase with them. No, these ones specifically you can. I am not one of those artists that can comfortably draw in like, sorry, I said that funny, comfortably draw without erasing. Especially traditional, just because I'm kind of trying to get myself to draw more traditionally in general. Like I am not one of those draw completely in ballpoint pen artists. I stand by my eraser, always have, always will. I need that eraser. You know what? I'm in the mood for a Ghibli movie today. I could go for watching like Princess Mononoke or something. Okay, and then I think I want to draw or color in the, not the flowers, that's what I just did. The leaves. I don't know if I spelled that right. Ooh, wait, spelled what right? Do you follow Oddity? I actually do not. Or maybe I do follow her. I don't know. But I do know of who you're talking. Her videos are always really fun. I try to make these darker than the flowers so that they don't get lost. I like her personality. Sorry, going back to Oddity. Oh, wait, no. Dihydrate? Yeah. It's just a silly thing that I say for some reason. Because water obviously is essential to life. So don't not drink it, because then you'll do the thing that you're not allowed to say on TikTok. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And I think I feel like we can move on. Just imagine she's wearing like a strapless top, okay, guys? So I'm gonna erase this. You know, so far I have not run into any trouble with signing the drawing for 2025. Usually I always struggle with that, but maybe I've just mentally been waiting for 2025, you know? I don't know. Strange. Okay, I might also add a few more highlights though. Now that I think about it. You think I might add some highlights? Starts adding more shadows. Okay, that's probably about it. I don't want to overdo it. Hydrate before you caffeinate. That's my go-to. That's actually really smart. Hi, Mythic Arts! That's a nice drawing. Do you ever draw with an iPad Procreate? I do, actually. Thank you, by the way. Most of the time, I actually draw with my iPad, but I am trying to get myself to do more traditional. Okay, roses are next. I do have a few vids I posted, but not for my flower ladies. Well, I'd love to see either way. Okay. I think I'm gonna do... Hold on, I need to sharpen this pencil. Thank you, Luna. How do you go between drawing digitally and drawing with paper? I actually usually don't very often. This is why, like, January, I've decided I wanted to do kind of like a challenge month, so I'm trying to get myself to draw more traditionally again, just to get comfortable with it, since I don't usually. So it's kind of helping. Oh, how do you balance between? Oh yeah, I definitely don't. This is me attempting to correct the balance, and go back to traditional more. So I definitely don't balance it, but I'm attempting to fix that. Forgot how stressful college classes were. Oof. I am so sorry. I'm sure it's keeping from drawing too. I'm wondering if this one I kind of want to do like a side profile. And then maybe we can have the hair coming down like this. And flower crown up like this, maybe. I feel like I should have scooched her down a little bit. Do you have tutorials? I do actually. I have YouTube now. I'm posting on YouTube, and I have a how I draw series going. My last video should hopefully be posted on Friday for that, but it's like A to Z how I draw a character. So if you're interested, that's on my YouTube, but I am gonna try to get some more TikTok tutorials made too. I just kind of struggle with making TikTok videos these days. Like, it used to be such a fun thing, but now I'm like, what do I do? This is not how I would normally draw a nose, but this also might have been the wrong pose to choose for a side profile, because I've really been struggling with side profiles lately. Yikes. I might need to do it the other way, actually, just because I know that I've been struggling with the side profiles. So I'm going to try that exact same thing, but from this side. Okay, so flower crown, yada yada yada. Hair will be coming down like this. There we go. It's easier for me because I'm right-handed. I can actually rest my hand on the paper. So I think, oh, Joshua, I think I might have a tutorial for curly hair. I know I did kind of a curly hair tutorial on my Patreon, but I don't think I have like a full-blown hair video yet. I think I might have a touch on curly hair and like different hair types in my YouTube video. It's like one of the parts in my character drawing series. I don't go super in depth, but I do talk about like drawing hair in general, and it might help. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of liking that other profile, a little bit more, but we're gonna work with this because it's easier on my hand. I also drank way too much tea, and now I really have to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to get up. I'm too cold. I think one of my biggest struggles with side profiles lately... Ow, my toenail caught on the blanket. Almost ripped that bad boy out. Is the eyes. I've always kind of, like, not loved my style of eyes side profile-y. As an artist that started from, like, anime, you know, I feel like anime eyes have a very classic look from the side, if that makes... I don't know if I'm making any sense. Basically, I'm just hoping that this drawing turns out. And I've been trying to draw more stylized eyes from the side. I'm also just now realizing that I did not eat breakfast today. I'm like, man, why am I so hungry? Okay, I think that's gonna work. Hi, Lupita. How long are you going to be live today? I don't actually know. Probably at least until I get nearly finished with this one, which I guess I can't necessarily say how long that's going to take. I would hope another hour, but I'm also pretty hungry, so it might only be like a half hour. No, I don't like that. The eraser that I use is the high polymer Pentel eraser. I don't know what it is about this thing, but I've been using it since I was like 12, and I will not touch any other eraser. Go to the bathroom if you need to. I will. Every time I draw a side profile, I always put the eye right on the on the nose. I definitely struggle with placement. I find that when doing a side profile, I usually start by drawing the top of the cheek, which generally depending on the character, is right around the top of the bridge of the nose, if that makes any sense. And again, it varies because everybody is different, but that's usually what I do, is like I start by drawing the top of the cheek, and then that kind of helps me have a surface to put the eye on. But I don't really know how helpful that's been lately because I've been struggling so much. But anyway, I think I might give her straight hair, but like not like stick straight. I don't know. Flowy straight, if that makes any sense. Like twisted hair. I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but we'll figure it out. So that it's almost like she took her hair and twisted it over her shoulder. Haven't done side profile since 6 or 7 years ago. I want to try again. Wait, haven't done side profile, or? I don't blame you. Do you ever draw Amethyst from Steven Universe? I don't actually know if I've drawn any of the characters from Steven Universe. I feel like I might have drawn Garnet once, if I am remembering correctly. I love Steven Universe. I haven't actually like watched it all the way through or anything, but I definitely love the characters and what I've seen. She's got a pretty tiny chin, but that's okay. Sometimes chins are small and sometimes they're big. I also should heat up my tea that I was having because it's since gone cold. My favorite teapot bit the dust the other day. I said that, also funny. Bit the dust the other day. I chipped the spout, and when I was inspecting it, I realized that the handle was starting to come off, and I was really bummed. It wasn't like, you know, an incredible teapot or anything. It was just from like Amazon, and I had it for a few years, but I was just bummed. Oh, there goes my tummy growling. Too bad. I want to finish this. Okay. I'm enjoying that hair. And her shoulders or something are right there. Okay, now the flower crown, which I know that we wanted to do roses next. Might do like a mix of more open roses and rose buds, just to add some variation. Because I'm not a rose hater, but I do feel like roses are a little boring sometimes. At least the way that I draw them, I guess. I also should lower this, I feel like. So I feel like flower crown should like curve with her head. Like, it still needs to come up a little bit, but... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I can't hold it anymore. Okay. I am back. Every time I go to the bathroom, sorry, my hands are still wet, hold on. When I'm on a live, I can't help but think about the time that Bailey J went to the bathroom on a live, and she had a mic strapped to her shirt, like one of those little microphones, and she did not go number 1. And then every time I think about getting a microphone, like one of those clip-on microphones, I'm like, better not. Because I would absolutely be the person to do that. Okay. Roses are like not my favorite flower, but they are kind of one of the easiest to draw. I feel like you just draw a bunch of spirals and then it looks vaguely like a rose, you know? Poor girl. Yeah. She laughed about it though. I wasn't actually even there for it. I think I got like the highlights of that. Thank you, Sarah. I remember that. Honestly traumatizing. Yes, I am using a red pencil. It is the Prismacolor Color Erase brand. It's my favorite for sketching. Okay, so rose kind of from the side. Yeah, once I finish this, I'm gonna go eat. The girl's hungry. That wasn't a very good side rose, but roses are... I feel like generally they look enough like roses if you just do a bunch of spirals. And then usually I do like a tight spiral in the middle. Kind of a very open rose. And then a rosebud situation there. Are you gonna be doing Valentine's Day girls again? Absolutely. Oh my god, you're making me hungry, Brianna. I was talking about it a little bit earlier. I think I'm gonna go live nearly every day for the first 2 weeks in February to be drawing them. So like every weekday I'll probably be on, sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I'll be on live working on them, at least until the 14th. Which I really need to get on prepping for that, because I don't even have like poses or any ideas in mind. I have a theme for my Patreon. I'm gonna turn this because I think I'm gonna draw the center of the rose more down this way. And then another rose bud kind of up here. Yeah, but I will be absolutely doing the Valentine's Day girls again. That does not look like a rosebud. It looks like it's opening. I don't know. Rosebuds, I usually just draw a circle and then I draw like a bunch of crisscrosses in it and hope that it looks good. Okay, we're getting into peony petal territory and that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay. I think that's good. Now I can probably start adding some, not flowers, leaves. Is this an OC? It is not. I was drawing this other girl just for funsies because I haven't drawn yet today. And we couldn't fully decide on a flower altogether, so I decided that I should do a bunch of different girls with a bunch of different flowers. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Leaf placement. Thank you so much for the chili and the roses. Thank you so much, Avery. I almost said Avery. Arvex. Thank you, Nesorius? I'm sorry. Oh my god, there goes my tummy. Growling again. Should probably decide what I'm gonna make for lunch. Ooh, we have hot dogs. Maybe some hot dogs. Oh my god, I made homemade hot dog and hamburger buns the other day, and it was so funny because Justin and I had those really long hot dogs. They're like the Caspers, if anybody knows what we're talking about. And the buns that I made were not adequate for the length of hottie dog. But it was very comical. Okay, I'm imagining these are all leaves. Let's see. And I am gonna color, well, yeah, I'm gonna color the roses in, I think, ever so slightly. Not with marker, again. These are just sketches. But I do want some separation of everything. Hair versus, like, flowers, I guess. This one isn't as, like, egregious on the eyes, I guess, as the last one. Oop. And my tummy's growling again. I don't know if that little puzzle piece thing pauses the live for you guys. I think you've told me that it doesn't, but I always feel like I should stop talking when it pops up. I might also grab a snack. Because now I'm just getting embarrassed by my tummy. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I got one of those, like, granola breakfast bar things. Thank you for the rose. Treat yourself. Okay. If you see chocolate on my hands, I'm sorry. But warn me so that I don't smudge it on the drawing. I think I had intended for a different profile shape, but I'm not mad at this one. I'm just disappointed. side profiles, I like to try to add my favorite highlight. What kind of paper screen protector do you use? Oh, the one that I have on my iPad currently is the Paper-like brand. I think I have a couple linked in my Amazon storefront, but the specific one that I have is Paper-like brand. So if you search Paper-like on Amazon, I think it should come up. I think there would be, no. You know what, I'll just pretend that that's a rose petal. That makes sense. Okay, then I'm also going to add highlight here. Do you ever think about recording your lives? Thank you so much for the ice creams. I have done that actually. Maybe this one is one that I can do. I have some posted on there from a while back. I just kind of stopped doing it because it wasn't super easy. Like, it was a lot to download one live because usually they're about an hour long. But if you guys are interested in going back and watching these again, then maybe I'll start doing that again. Plus, it was kind of just a lot of storage on my phone, like, even though I was only keeping it on my phone for a minute. My phone is literally an iPhone 12, which isn't that old, but in Apple terms, she's ancient. She doesn't have a lot of room. Thank you, Lisa? Thank you for the heart puffs, by the way. And thank you, Lupita, for answering that. 1 second. I don't know why I hadn't done that, Lupita. Okay, now is the fun, but also sometimes boring part. Where you can add some line weight. Maybe some blush as well. What's nice about these pencils is they do smudge a little bit too. Not as much as like your standard lead pencil, but still enough. I should have waited to color that in. Let's see. Need another bite. Sorry if you can hear me chewing. I'm always really conscious of that. Thank you, Lisa. This is such a pretty sketch. I decided to pull out my sketchbook for the first time in days. Yay! I love that. I feel like I always feel super inspired when I'm watching somebody else draw on a live. And it usually does break me out of things too. The pencils that I use are Prismacolor Color Erase color pencils. Feel free to screenshot that if you want. You can get them on Amazon or like any craft store that you go to, or like art supply store. The red is my favorite for sketching, just because I feel like it's the softest and it erases the easiest. But I also really like the blue and violet as well. Okay, I don't like all these lines. Too many lines. Also gonna go ahead and, I think this time, start with the flowers. Sorry, I'm trying to keep caught up on the chat. Thank you! Pulled out my tablet. I haven't drawn in months. Yay! Tell me what you're all gonna draw. Spring things? Mermaids? Thank you so much, Luna. Sterling? I've seen lots of artists use different colors for sketching. Is that for layering purposes? Yes. I think most of the time, if an artist is sketching with colored pencils like this, it's usually for layering, if you're gonna go over it with either ink or with graphite. What is on my phone? For me, though, I don't really do that anymore. Like, I used to do a lot of layers on one sketch, but nowadays I don't so much. So more often than not, it's just for personal preference. Like, I like the way that it looks. Let's see. I'm drawing my D&D character. She's a druid, and I can draw her with floral elements for spring. Ooh, tell me everything. Druid is my favorite class. I just finished my very first D&D campaign on Saturday, actually, and my character was a druid, and she was the Circle of Dragons druid, and she actually ended up becoming the goddess of dragons in our universe, which was sick as heck. I had a lot of fun, but I'm gonna miss playing a druid. I just like plants. Plants and animals. Sometimes it's hard to pick where I want the extra weight. Did you get my email? I wasn't sure if you saw. Ooh, I haven't checked today. I'll check today. My current RP character is a druid too. Yay! I feel like it's such an underrated class, honestly. Okay, I'm also, now that I'm looking at this, I'm not loving how it's very square in shape. So I might get rid of this leaf. It's just feeling really boxy. Which that still feels a little boxier than I would like, but that feels better, I think. She's a Circle of Wildfire druid and she's level 2 at the moment. Ooh, I've been wanting to try the wildfire one. Thank you, little turtle. I love your username. It's okay, whatever. I'll check after the live, Letty. Just finished our 3rd session. She's a tiefling and I adore her. Mine was a tiefling too! Kasara. Can a druid shapeshift? Yes, into any beast that they have seen before. However, Circle of the Moon is usually better if you're wanting to wild shape into bigger things. My druid started as Circle of the Moon, but changed to Circle of Dragons when we downloaded our friends downloaded one of the books that has that, and it just made sense for her character. This one is a little bit more chaotic than the other roses. Can tell I kind of like lost steam when I was drawing this one. Sharpen this again. There we go. Yeah, she's just so square looking. Oh well. That's what I get for not really planning out the shape beforehand. Can definitely feel it in my hand because I've been adding so much pressure with the line weight. Like, look at my pinky. It's all shiny and it hurts. Adding some leaves popping out on the top may help break up the square shape. That's true. Yeah, if I add a few in other areas. Good point. Good point. I also have a Water Genasi Twilight Cleric named Venora. Ooh! Everyone calls her Nora and she's level 18. Ooh! We're nearing the end of our campaign and I'm not ready for it. Yeah, I felt the same way. What kind of music are you listening to? I can only draw with music in the background. I'm listening to just a lo-fi playlist on Spotify. I generally like to listen to like scary, interesting, or other music when I'm drawing, but when I'm doing a live, it has to be lo-fi. I actually started this playlist listening to K-Flay, but I just can't do anything with lyrics if I'm doing a live because it makes it super distracting for me to talk or read comments. So I ended up changing it. I wish I could draw like you. Thank you. I'm sure you can, honestly. I feel like everybody's their own worst critic. And your version of good drawing is probably different than what everybody perceives you as, if that makes sense. Like, no artist ever, I feel like, thinks they're good. Thank you! Hi, Tally! Thank you, guys. Okay, this one is also getting relatively close to being finished. I think the next one that I do should be curly hair. For sure. But that probably won't be during this live. Let's see. I love adding the stray flyaway hairs. That's my favorite part. Okay. I think that's about it. Any tips for pricing commissions? Honestly, I don't know if I do. I think definitely, really my only tip is don't undersell yourself, and that's barely a tip because you can't, it's different for everybody, you know, and you have to kind of base it off the area that you live in, you know, and what the rates are for like any other job in your area. If you live in a very expensive state or country, and then obviously the supplies and the time that it takes, it's hard. I still honestly am constantly thinking about it. I'm sorry, I wish I could offer you actual helpful advice. Hi, Maname! Oh, I forgot to do this leaf. Oh yeah, and I did want to color in the roses. I might color those in a little bit. Just a light a light bit. Barely even changing it. Okay. Are you doing another sketch? Unfortunately, I'm not. I really need to eat. But I will be on again tomorrow doing the same thing. Probably something very similar to this. I just stumbled across you on my For You page and oh my god, someone was saying the same thing when we were drawing this one earlier, and I learned how to pronounce it. It's not Akatar, it's Akatar. Charge 15% more for commission than what it would be length and width price. Oh, that's interesting. Yay, I'll see you tomorrow. Of course, of course. Tomorrow's a regular live day anyway, so I'll likely be on twice, once probably around noon and then again at the usual time, which is like 4:30 p.m.-ish, Pacific Standard Time. Okay. And then I think I am going to put these on my Etsy shop if anybody is interested. Probably right after the live, after I figure out what I'm going to eat. I'm just going to add a little bit more weight and then call her done, I think. A little bit more like shadow almost under the flower crown. And that'll probably do. I kind of made that weird, but this one looks like Elaine and the other is 100% her sister Nesta. Are these the characters from those books? Make a grilled cheese. That sounds so good, actually. I think I do still have some bread. Oh my god, you're genius. I might make a grilled cheese. Okay, you guys. I am gonna call it there, though, because I'm starving. But I will see you guys again tomorrow to continue these, and we'll do probably lilacs next, maybe? Unless we think of another flower that we like the idea of. But anyway, I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, night, morning, whatever it is for you. And thank you guys for hanging out. Bye!